And that leads us into our final game of this
The
session.
Stallions. I like it. I'm with it.
We got
the,
Eagles
another close
visiting
game.
Arrowhead. Yep. We were saying that this was probably going to be the game of the week, and we were right. This wasn't a great game for either quarterback statistically. And DeAndre Swift had a pretty good game,
Mm-hmm.
6.3 yards per average, 76 yards on the ground, and a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
And he went ahead and had 3 receptions for 31 yards. Still, very valuable game, fantasy wise, about 20 points. Are you comfortable starting DeAndre Swift as an RB1 at this juncture of the season?
I think he's an easy start.
RB1?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd say so. I'd put him anywhere in my lineup
Mm-hmm.
pretty easy. He's
That's
not
fair.
someone I'm putting on my bench every week. If I had him in my lineup or on my team,
Mm-hmm.
he just won't be on the bench.
Yeah.
Whether that's in this flex spot or in the RB spot, he's starting.
Yeah. That's fair.
Honestly, I have no problems with it. I feel very comfortable with it because I know he's going to get that work. And I mean, he got 12 carries, so that's not a ton, but he got the yardage and he got the touchdown,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I mean, that's all you really care about. You don't really care how much. I mean, to an extent, you care about the carries and how much they're getting, but even more so, you care about the yardage and they get a touchdown or not.
Yeah.
And I think he's pretty safe play for the most part. So I'm super comfortable just putting him into that flex or the RB spot.
Yeah. Jalen Hurts came out of the week with about 24 points, most fantasy leagues, or probably about 19 after the sacks. Um,
Yeah.
Solid start, really good game. But, Patrick Mahomes had a pretty rough game, honestly. 177 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Only got sacked once. They did a good job keeping Mahomes in check, and that's a
Yeah.
lot easier said than done. Pacheco went and had
24,
himself.
43.
Yep. And Pacheco went and had himself a really good day. 19 carries, 89 yards, 4.7 average. Pretty solid. No TD, unfortunately. But,
Mm-hmm.
you can't expect that every single game from the guy. But, I think Pacheco's still locked as a flex at least. Um, and I think the biggest issue on this Chiefs offense, and it's going to come back to haunt them, is they don't have a reliable wide receiver, 1, 2, or 3. That wide receiver room kind of sucks.
Yeah, no, it's basically Travis Kelsey
Yeah.
at this point, which is kind of funny to say.
Yeah.
And you don't really expect it. I mean, you get flashes from Rasheed Rice and Justin Watson, but nothing super consistent,
Yeah.
which is which is a major problem. Like the Chiefs are, I believe, number one in the league with the most drop passes at like 27,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly. And and that's not going to win you games, and that's going to lose you a lot of close games.
And,
And we saw that earlier in the year too, as well.
Patrick Mahomes, has been playing out of his mind. He has a 3.2% uh miss open read. So
Mm-hmm.
that's insane. At the beginning at one point in the season it was 2.2. So
Right.
it's one of those things where it's the guys just aren't getting open. It's not on Patrick Mahomes to pass him the ball more effectively. It's literally the guys aren't getting open. And because Patrick Mahomes isn't having an elite type season this year, I think that helps with the CJ Stroud MVP chance. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Mahomes at this juncture of the season, he's projected to be at about 4,500 yards, um, and 32 touchdowns, 15 picks. So
Right.
I think it when we're talking about does CJ Stroud deserve MVP? Patrick Mahomes is a pretty good comparison, and you're outperforming Patrick Mahomes.
Big time.
Um,
Big time. And then on the Eagle side of the ball, you had Jalen Hurts, who didn't do anything spectacular, but he played well enough
he got 2 touchdowns
to
on the
lead him to
ground.
victory. Yeah. He played
That
well
that
enough.
tush
12
push.
carries, 29 yards,
Mm-hmm.
2 touchdowns. He had
Yep.
14 of 22 passing for 150 yards and an interception. Devontae Smith, 6 receptions for 99 yards. Really mad about that 1 yard, but that's fine because he got tackled at the 1 yard. So,
Yeah,
so if you started him, you're kind of annoyed because if he doesn't get tackled, that's an extra. If you have bonuses, right, that's an extra potential, like 11 points right
yeah.
there.
And Jalen Hurts is the
And
other MVP candidate too. And I want to circle on this real quick before we dive too deep. He's at 4,245 yards projected.
mm-hmm.
4,245 yards, 26 touchdowns, and 15 interceptions.
Yeah, I
Probably
mean Sam
10.
Howell's leading the league too,
Yeah,
in passing yards.
but he has too many picks.
Yeah, nah, I was just throwing out there that he's leading the league.
It's
That's all.
true. It's
My
true.
boy,
He
my boy Sam
he
Howell.
he's got that dog in him. He's trying his best.
He got that. He's got that bark, that
That
woof
woof
woof.
woof.
He- He's he's got that puppy bark. He's got that puppy bark in him
By the way, I
right
have
now.
a button for that now.
I know, and I love it.
Me too.
It's
But yeah,
amazing. It's so
that
great.
Devonte Smith goes and gets that 1 yard. You get your 100 yard bonus plus the touchdown, and so sad, so sad.
Yeah, it's so depressing to see too. Like just 1 yard, bro, and then you learn that he got tackled at the 1 yard line.
Hmm.
You just get even sadder.
Yeah, it would have been a 100 yard day and a
Depressed.
touchdown, so you would have gotten your 100 yard bonus. So in some leagues, that would have been an additional 5 points, plus the 10, plus the 6, plus the touchdown. So that ends up rallying you up to what, 27 points.
Mm-hmm.
But because he didn't get that
Mm-hmm.
1 yard, he was only worth what, 15.9.
Something like that. Yeah.
Wild.
So crazy. So sad.
So
So
sad.
sad.
So
So
sad.
sad.
So sad.
But I'm okay with it. It's fine. It's whatever. It's just 1 week.
True. I mean, 15 points is still good.
No, it is. It is. It's just I saw him get tackled at the 1 yard line. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
You know, it's
And
fine though. It's whatever.
with that being said, that wraps up our weekly analysis.